So it's a big night. You know, there's a lot of people here. You know, why is it important? You know, not only that Netflix and Def Comedy Jam come together and collaborate, but why is it important that you're here to be here tonight?
Well, we changed the world. Like we changed comedy. We changed space. We grabbed America by the throat and made it listen to us. And it was the first time I think that a movement did that. You know, before there had been one comic at a time, we fucking bum rushed the stage. It was the first time that so many people, never had so many artists been so ready for a moment denied them. And when that fucking shit hit, we took over. It was us, it was our, and we haven't let it go yet. It's our world now.
I mean, speaking of the world, you know, comedy in particular, Def Comedy Jam touched the whole world, and the culture was able to cross over all over the world. So in a lot of ways, it has a responsibility to kind of illustrate what's going on.
I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
I had a deep question.
This is my motherfucker right here. He holding us down. This is our manhood right now. You understand what I'm saying? This is our manhood right now. You hear me? D.L. Hughley. Speaking to the country.
We did Def Jam together the first time, and I think he had the room next to us, and we didn't even know what per diems was. I remember checking out of the hotel and getting the building, and it said per diem $200. I went, I didn't buy no fucking per diem. And they told me it was the money they owed that we were supposed to get. It was hilarious. So we didn't know shit.
Nothing.
But we knew how to be funny.
And that we still do.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's funny because the comedy it's evergreen. You know, across and so I mean, there's people like Dick Gregory that meant so much, paving the way, and then there's people like yourself who's like,
there he is, Bob Sumner.
I mean, how would you say that, you know, you yourself are taking this moment in history and grabbing it, and how did Dick Gregory?
I think that Dick Gregory meant a lot to me because it was the first time that I kind of realized that you didn't have to take something that was from your personal life or your personal experience, that you can take an objective look at a societal issue and then expound on it. And that you didn't have to, listen, I love making people laugh, I love making people see themselves, but more than anything else, if comedy is a mirror, if you like what you see, dig it. If you don't, change it. We're just a fucking mirror. So,
last question. You know, when it comes to the how you doing today? When it comes to the current political situation, not to go too deep with it though, but you know, Steve Harvey talked about having the conversation with the president-elect Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is a fucking P.T. Barnum. He's an opportunity. To him, black people belong on his wall. They're trophies. So he name me a promise he ever kept to black people. Everybody. So I think he uses people. Let me ask you something. If you wanted to change the plight of black people, why the fuck would you talk to a comedian, a rapper, and an actor? What are we gonna do? If you're very serious about changing our political station, and you need to talk to archaeologists, you need to talk to sociologists, you need to talk to teachers, you need to talk to local politicians. If you're talking to an actor, a rapper, and a football player, you're just interested in being entertained and looking and optically looking like you give a fuck.
So for Steve Harvey to step out there, even though he says he has...
I tell you what, for him to step out there, I think was brave. But when you go to talk to the king, you got to know what you're asking for. And it can't be just to talk about golf, and it can't be just to talk about what he wants to talk about. Martin Luther King met with people who hated him and wanted they wanted optics, but he had good sense enough not to just take pictures, not to make it a photo op, but to move things along before anybody got anything. So hey, look here, turnabout, fair play, fair exchange is no robbery. If I get something and all I get is you taking a picture with me, how the fuck was that worth anything? He's a liar and a clown, and he's a seducer. That's what he does. He has a lot of shiny shit. Like Omarosa is nothing more than a nigger wrangler. That's what she does. She gets people together for optics. She's his summoner of niggas. And then he takes pictures with them and shusses them out. Look what he did. Look at mandatory prison sentencing. He wants to roll back marijuana protections. He wants to take away, he wants to send more policemen or more federal agents to Chicago. He wants to make it harder for black children to go to school. He wants to kick Mexicans out. He wants to kick immigrants. Now, how did your meeting change any of that? Hey, now I'm D.L. Hughley from the 25th Def Jam anniversary, and you're watching FabTV.